All right, welcome to the Highland Hills versus San Jose Junior Sharks game here in Seattle, Washington, game 2 of the Can-Am tournament. We're starting with Rousseau, King, and Luca Bates with Colton Melby, Ethan Davenport on defense. Sharks get possession carried into the zone, held up there at the blue line. Hayden Rousseau trying to clear the zone, isn't able to clear it, sends it deep to the corner. Pass back up to the blue line for the shot from the point. Misdirected wide of the net. Picked up there, centered, and missed the intended recipient. Pass all the way out to the point, shot straight through and into the net. So not a great start for the Jags, giving up a goal right off the bat. All right, so Skolnick, Venman, and Jeffers out there with Colt Williams, Gage Perkins on defense. Face-off picked up by Venman. Venman's going to carry it into the offensive zone with a little bit of speed. Loses control of it. Picked up by the Sharks defense. Down on the far side behind their net. Good pressure there by Jeffers. Sent around the boards. Outlet pass, misses everybody, including Gage Perkins. Gage with a good poke check to take it away from the Sharks defense, or forecheck. Perkins looks to pass it up and out, gets turned around there and sent deep. Here comes the Sharks on the attack. Venman is able to get his skate on it, kick it to the corner. Picked up there again by the Sharks. Centering pass there. Attempt on goal, scramble there. Declan, I think, is going to get credit for at least one save on that. Skolnick carries it out down to the offensive end. Coming up the side, tries to toe drag there, loses control of it. Here comes the Sharks coming right back on Davenport one-on-one. Davenport forces him wide to the corner. He turns around and resets. Pass there to the point and misses everybody. It's going to go all the way down. Sharks regroup. Pick it up behind the net. Jags get an offensive change. Bates, King, and Rousseau out there. Going to be an icing call as it misses everybody. And we'll go down on the other end. So again, Bates, Yates, and King out there with Davenport and Melby. Face-off will be to the goalie's left. Looks like Blake Yates is going to take the draw. One to the Sharks in the corner. They look to reverse field. Cohen King putting pressure on. Breakout pass there, goes through everybody. He's going to come all the way down again. No icing. Sharks are going to get there first. Centering pass there, misses the net wide. Good opportunity there for the Sharks. Breakout pass misses. Comes through. Blake Yates picks up the errant pass, tries to toe drag around one and gets it poke checked. And it looks like we're going to get a penalty on the Sharks for a cross check. So the Jags are going to get an early opportunity on the power play.
Sorry about that. Come on, Danny, pick it up.
Zone into the offensive zone, goes to the left side, wide around one, cuts back to the middle, gets a hard shot. Goalie seals the post though. Good save there. Scramble for it behind. Venman gets it, sends it back to the middle, off the side of the net and back behind. Venman picks it up there, tries to throw it out front again. Nobody there for the pass, and it comes out of the zone. Colt goes to Gage Perkins, D to D. Gage Perkins carrying it in. Passes it across to Hayden Rousseau off the back of his stick and loses control. Jeffers picks it up and tries to send it deep. Perkins trying to clean it up and keep it in the zone, isn't able to. Davenport holds him up on the blue line as they're breaking back the other way. Sharks seal the board there and send it deep. Hayden Rousseau is going to get there first, tries to chip it around one, sends it up and out. Penalty should be over now, so we're back to full strength. Shot there, Declan St. John with the glove save. And Gage Perkins and Davenport seal off the goal. He's walled off there, but he's got help. Blake Yates gets it, chips it off past one. Can't get to it before the other Shark defense collapses. And the puck is brought out of the zone and then quickly back in by Skolnick just barely. So that's going to be an offsides on the Jaguars, and we'll set up in the neutral zone. Same group out there for the Jags. Skolnick's going to take the draw. Skolnick wins the draw back. Melby's going to win the puck race to it, sends it deep. Sharks retain it. Scramble for it right on the blue line. Jags clear the zone, and then Blake Yates sends it deep. He's going to chase after it. Picked up there by the Sharks defense, or sent around. Pass out front. Perkins with a very aggressive pinch move there and creates a steal, and then the Sharks come in off sides. Rousseau, King, and Venman out there pursuing the puck. And looks like Hayden Rousseau picks it up. He's going to drive. Is knocked into the corner behind the goal. Got a shot, I believe, on net that was held in by the Sharks goalie. Eyesight's getting a little tougher all the way down here, though. So
Bring binoculars next week.
next week, I got a fan who said I should bring binoculars for my call. So if anybody wants to chip in on the team fees to buy some binoculars, we'll take that into consideration. Perkins racing for the puck all the way down, but it's going to be an icing. He was racing Al Nahar for the Sharks. I think you saw that jersey name in the screen because that was right into our living room. We're going to reset all the way back down. So King, Venman, Rousseau out there with Perkins and Colt Williams. Face-off won and sent behind the net for the Sharks. Pressure there by Rousseau and King. Rousseau can't keep it as he's knocked off the puck by the Sharks defense. Battle for it in the corner. King battling hard. Squirts up the half boards. Perkins trying to pinch. Puck comes up and out. Got one-on-one with Colt Williams. Colt has a great back check by Colton Venman. Good hustle there by Venman. Puck is in the corner. Gage Perkins picks it up. Looking for an outlet pass. Hits Cohen King, who's able to get it out of the zone. Venman's going to give chase hard, putting a forecheck on. Good pressure there. Almost creates a turnover there. Good hustle. Scramble at center ice, and it's picked up by the Sharks. Gage Perkins gets caught a little flat-footed. Shot there, but Declan St. John with the glove save holds on to it. Good save by Declan. Yates, Jeffers, and Skolnick out there with Davenport and Melby on defense. Skolnick's going to take the draw to Declan's left. Face-off 1-2 Melby. Melby's going to look around the net, passes it to Davenport. Davenport's looking for an outlet pass. Instead decides to send it all the way down for an icing. Interesting choice there, and we'll regroup. Interesting choice, I meant wrong choice. Same group, Skolnick to the right of Declan this time. Face-off is picked up by Yates, who is charging the point. Tries to chip it off the boards to himself, but is unable to get it past the Sharks defender. Pass to the middle as the Sharks attack. Backhand shot off the crossbar. Yates chips it up and out. Skolnick's going to give chase, but the Sharks are going to get there first. Jeffers putting pressure on as well. Backhand pass across the ice gets picked up by the Sharks. Here they come through the neutral zone. Melby using the body to clear out the Sharks attack, sends it wide. Blake Yates is going to get there first. He's going to pick it up. He's coming up the right side. Centering pass to Skolnick, just off the end of Skolnick's stick. Good look there, and a good attack by the Jags. Here comes Jeffers. Jeffers looking for what he can do with the puck. Chips it to himself, and Blake Yates is there to help. Sends it deep. Skolnick's going to get there. The icing's waved off. Skolnick will get there first in the corner. He's going to pick it up behind the net. Tries to presumably bounce it off the goalie or center it to nobody. But, oh, good poke check by Luca Bates coming clean off the bench. He's got Skolnick with him. Shot there. Goalie has the post sealed. Steered behind the net. Centering pass comes up and out. It's going to go all the way down, but it's no icing since it came from Highland. Colt Williams is back to pick it up. He's got one on his tail. Loses it behind the net, but picked up there by Perkins. Cohen King loses it back behind the net. Sharks are chipping it, playing catch behind. Pass there from Rousseau, misses Cohen King to the point to point. Luca Bates with a good break up there. Now he's going to be coming up the left side. Tries to toe drag, but is poke checked away there. Good play by the Sharks defender, making up for. Sharks are regrouping in the neutral zone. Cohen King looks to break up the entry. Sharks go wide, throw it on net. Declan kicks it to the corner, but nobody's there to help him. Wraparound attempt there. Perkins and a scramble in front. Declan's going to cover it with the help of Ethan Davenport sitting on his keister, helping his buddy cover up the puck. .411 left in the first. 1-0 Sharks. Some back and forth pressure here. Jags had a couple good opportunities, couldn't capitalize. But here comes for lines. We got Rousseau's out there with Jeffers and Bates on offense, Melby and Davenport on defense. Face off to Declan's left. One to the sideboards. Melby with one hand on the stick loses possession of the puck. Good block by Hayden Rousseau to kick it out. Jeffers trying to clear the zone. Is able to push it forward and get it out of the zone. He's pinned on the wall there by the Sharks defenseman. Rousseau's putting pressure on and forcing a pass that goes errant and all the way behind the net. He's giving chase. Hopefully Luca's trying to pinch him off in there. Oh, just can't quite get there. Good there by Jeffers. There's a scramble with the forecheck. Backhand pass doesn't quite get deep into the zone. Sharks pick it up. Coming back on Melby and Colt Williams. Colt Williams steps and does a good poke check there. Here comes the Sharks again. Colt Williams gets toe dragged. Declan with a great save and a good job by Skolnick to steer it out of danger and into the corner. Passed up to Luca Bates. Luca Bates is questionably knocked off the puck. Good attack there by the Sharks, getting through the stick checks. Errant pass there, hits Jeffers in the skates, and the Sharks are right back. Another toe drag there. Pass goes up. Jeffers is able to get it up, but not out. He's battling to try to force it out of the zone. Skolnick takes the body and knocks him off the puck. Battle for the half boards. Puck comes up to the Sharks defenseman. He's stepping into a shot. Declan with a good glove save, and we're resetting it. All right, so the Mudhoney division, which if any of you know any of the songs from Mudhoney, because all the divisions here are bands, please throw some in the chat that we can look them up, because none of us have ever heard of that band. All right, so the faceoff is picked up and retained by the Jags, clearing out of the zone, but just barely as the Sharks intercept and come right back through. Cole Williams is going to pick it up behind the net. Is squeezed off the puck there, but Gage Perkins is there to help, gets it out. Looking for an outlet pass, can't quite get it there, but Blake Yates with a good intercept. Blake's coming up the boards, has a round one. Is he going to able to get to the net? Drives to the front of the net. Good save by the goalie, not sure exactly where that one went, but a great attack to get to the net front. Pass comes up, Davenport gets it, keeps it in the zone, sends it through, good shot on goal, but nobody there for the rebound. Perkins tries to clap it through as well. Skolnick does keep it in, just for a second though, as the pass comes out to the Sharks. Coming up into your living room here in the near corner. Picked up there by Blake Yates after a good poke check by one of several Jags. And we're resetting at center ice. Brought in by the Sharks, momentarily, and then Venman, just can't quite get it through the neutral zone. Here comes the Sharks, great poke check by Gage Perkins, steering it out of trouble. Loose puck, Blake Yates checks a kid in the open ice, should have been a penalty there, but I'll take the aggressiveness and physicality. Davenport gets it, sends it through, trying to get it to Venman, but can't quite. And Skolnick was from this angle 140 feet away. That was totally the wrong call for offsides. But I think that the refs had a little better angle on it. We'll give them credit for it this time. Hayden Rousseau wins it back to Davenport. Davenport dumps it into the zone. Luca Bates is chasing. He's out there with Cohen King. So it's Cohen, Hayden, and Luca out there. Pass comes across, misses everybody. Davenport giving chase there. Centering pass there in the high slot. Fans on the shot, luckily, but Declan gets a toe on it for the save. Cohen King trying to get it out of the zone. Chipped around Davenport. Hayden Rousseau picks it up behind the net. Looking for an outlet pass. He gets it up to Luca Bates. Luca's going to get it out of the zone. Getting squeezed off of it there. Sends it deep. Didn't quite get the red line, and that's going to be an icing call. All right, Rousseau, Bates, and King are still out there. The D changes Colt Williams and Gage Perkins. Gage Perkins with the face-off picks it up. It's going to be a race for the puck. It stands on its end, and we're going to get an icing call due to the puck rolling. That I don't think he got enough mustard on it, but that was unlucky as it rolled all the way down there. So icing call coming back towards us. There is 21 seconds left in the in the first period. Feels like the second. I've been talking a lot. Face-off is picked up by Gage Perkins. He's going to send it out of the zone. Sharks look to regroup there. They go D to D with 14 seconds left. Dump it in. Gage Perkins picks it up on the blue line, sends it up and out. Hayden Rousseau has it. He's going to dump it deep, and that's going to end the period. Although Cohen King's on his horse. Sends it around, and that should wrap us up. End of the first. So after a rough first overall shift, the Highlands settled in a little bit and had some good hockey there the rest of the first. All right, so second period, you're going to be staring a lot at the San Jose Sharks. San Jose, which is Spanish for a whale's fin, I believe, is the actual San Jose's literal translation. All right, face-off won by Blake Yates to Davenport. Davenport passes it up to Jeffers. Jeffers sends it deep. No icing there. Blake Yates is charging hard to put pressure on. Forces a pass back up the boards. Comes back around. Here comes Colton Venman putting pressure on. Gets a good stick, which causes the puck to go over the boards, and that'll keep it in the zone. That should stay in the zone, or I don't know what the rule is on that.
You should be in the zone.
Kevin, our rules expert, that stays in the zone, correct? He's nodding his head yes. I know he's off camera, but
American rules.
he's our resident Canadian, so we trust his hockey rules more than anybody else's. Face-off is won back. Davenport saves it and keeps it in the zone. Venman's chasing it, pops it out front. Oh, good poke check by the goalie there. He had Blake Yates, so Davenport holds it in the zone again, dumps it deep behind the net. Venman's giving chase, going the long way. And it comes up and out. Melby's trying to hold him there.
He gets beat.
His dad said he got beat. I don't think that's the case. Poke check there by Yates, trying to get it out of the zone. Battle on the half board. Two people are wrestling. Puck squirts out. It looks like the Sharks D's going to get there. Can they hold the zone? They do. They dump it deep. Davenport's going to get to it in the corner. He passes it to the Sharks, but passes it to the Sharks again. Two passes. Third pass, not to the Sharks because he moved. And that's going to go all the way down. Oh, they wave off icing. It was a gift to the Jags. Riley tries to bounce it off the net. Perkins is coming off the bench trying to pinch. He's going to hold it in. Skolnick's there to help as well. Got a bunch. Skolnick's putting pressure on. Come on, Riley. Riley's out of gas. Couple of good poke check by Gage. So Perkins is able to change. Davenport's been stuck out there this whole period, I believe. So he's looking for a change when he gets an opportunity to. Puck is in the feet of the Sharks, and we're going to get a tripping call there. Well, that was going to be a tripping call, but the Sharks' goal is going to negate the tripping call. Good passing there by the Sharks in the zone, and that's going to make it 2-0. If we could skip the first couple minutes of each period, I think we'd probably be a much better hockey team. But that's not the case. So 2-0, 10 minutes, 3 seconds left in the second. Here comes the reset. We got Skolnick, King, and Bates out there on offense with Colt Williams and Gage Perkins on defense. I'm going to let you watch this uninterrupted and unencumbered for a few minutes while I drink. Center from the dot. Don't see that in youth hockey very much. That's our second offsides when we had some attacking momentum there. I think in both cases, Luca Bates was the one with the puck. So, darn. I think somebody should look up and realize he's on our team. They got to clear the zone. All right. Still got Skolnick, King, and Luca Bates out there. Colt Williams and Gage Perkins. Sharks win the faceoff, bringing it in down the right side. Colt Williams trips the crap out of the Sharks kid. And that's going to be an easy call for everybody in the rink. That's going to be a minute penalty on Colt Williams. We love Colt. He just got to keep moving his feet there instead of reaching for the puck. Jags penalty kill. They're able to clear the zone. D-to-D pass by the Sharks in neutral zone. Sends it deep and around. Melby's going to be back to retrieve. He's got a couple Sharks hot on him. Does a good job of reversing and faking him out a little bit. chips it around the boards. Blake Yates isn't going to get there first. Pass to the middle. Scramble for the puck, and it's cleared out of the zone. Blake Yates has an opportunity. He's going to squeeze through both of them. Can he get there before the goalie? No, he can't. But he's there. He passes it to Venman. Venman's trying to find some room. Going back to Yates. No. Scramble there. Yates gets a shot on goal. Save there by the goalie. Good turn. Good pressure by the two. The puck's going to be on net, so there won't be an icing. Do not hold it there.
6 seconds left in the time.
Yeah, I'm going to blame that on Davenport for not getting back quick enough, but Declan's got to steer that to the corner so that the D can pick it up and kill out the rest of that penalty instead of taking a face-off in our own zone.
If I were...
But I blame number 20 for a lot of things.
Number 20 carries the weight of this team, according to his dad.
And the weight of my expectations, which might be even.
What the heck?
So the face-off's won back to the Sharks. They get a shot on goal. It's tipped, but great job by Declan through the screens to steer it out. Here comes the pass up to the point. We got nobody good dangle there by the D. Shot comes through, hits Declan in the chest. Scramble for it in front. Steered to the corner. Good job by many people. I think a few of them had it. Hayden knocks the kid down behind the net. Cohen King, who was that?
It's on us.
Riley Jeffers. Riley Jeffers is going to get called for bodying a kid behind the net. That one looked pretty obvious as well.
It's all right. We've gotten our best offensive pressure on the penalty kill.
We got them right where we want them, where they think they're on the power play. But our penalty kill has had the most pressure in the second period, as my astute fan to my left has just presented. Zone face-off, hit to the sideboards. Perkins is jousting with Sharks wing. They go behind the net. Pass up to the point. Declan steers it to the corner as it goes through some traffic. Good job there, clearing it out of the zone. Perkins is gonna get it up to Hayden Rousseau. Hayden's gonna push him around the boards. Good wall off by the Sharks D. That was a perfect use of body. And then Hayden crushes a kid behind the net. That should also have been a penalty on the Jaguars, but they didn't call it. So, Sharks come in off sides, thankfully, because they had like 4 of them into the zone and then out of the zone and then into the zone. So, that negates a little bit of a rush back the other way.
That was a textbook check. It was beautiful.
According to our rules expert, that was a textbook check. That's our Canadian expert, Kevin, for those of you who don't know. So Hayden Rousseau with a great check that wasn't called. And we have 22 seconds left in the penalty, 7:25 left in the second period, 2-0 Sharks. Face off one to the Sharks. They go across the ice to their D. Their D's dangling one, but Skolnick is able to intercept. He's going to kick it to Melby in the corner. Melby fans on a slap shot, or a exit pass. Skolnick loses it there. Picked up there by Cohen King. No. Davenport kicks it to the corner. Skolnick's going to get it as they're out of the box. Pass comes up, but not out of the zone, looking for Yates on the breakout out of the box. Davenport gets the loose puck in front, passes it up to Cohen King. Cohen has it. He should be looking up. Goes wide with the puck. Is squeezed off by 2 Sharks, but Blake Yates is there to help. Passes in the middle. Skolnick off his shin. Can't quite get to the redirected puck. Yates is going to get to it first behind the net. Oh, he just loses it to Ming. Oh, good poke check by Cohen, but loses it off the stick and can't quite get a shot on net. Here comes the Sharks back into the defensive zone. Puck is sent deep. Perkins is going to get there first. He goes D to D, around past Davenport. Cohen King waiting for it. Fans on the exiting pass, but then is able to get it up and out. Blake Yates is going to have his second breakaway. This time he's got the puck. Here he comes. Goes around him and goes around him and puts it all the way through the crease on a good dangle move, but just can't get it on net. And that would represent our best scoring opportunity of the game. Good pressure there. Blake is really skating hard. That was just an unfortunate break. Puck comes out of the zone. Skolnick and King trying to put pressure on it. They send it in. And here we go with the break in. Broken up the pass.
Let's go.
King's going to lift it up but can't get it out. Blake Yates is going to crush a kid on the blue line. And then they're going to dump it, and a bunch of changes happening here. All the offense is changing. Rousseau, Venman, and Jeffers coming out. Colt Williams and Gage Perkins on defense.
Nice.
Puck goes deep. Colt Williams is going to get there first. Tries to deke it around. Loses his stick, or one of the other kids lost the stick. Not sure whose stick that is. Jeffers has it on the half wall. 5 minutes left to go in the second period. Can't clear the zone. D holds it in, but Colt Williams picks up the pass. He's going to try to do it himself. Gets around one. Gets to the red line. Can't steer it past everybody, but picks up the loose puck. Colt Williams charging hard from the defensive side. Hayden Rousseau does a good job of covering for him, and he's back to help with Gage Perkins. Picks up the puck behind the net, sends it around the boards. Venman trying to get there to chip it past. Gets it past one, chips it past, not past another, but held there by the Sharks. Rousseau gets it and is going to bounce it high and off the glass. It's checking up. Riley's going to get there first. Almost gets a shot on that, but Venman picks it up. More pressure there. Rousseau's going to keep the puck into the corner with good hustle there. Jeffers holding the puck there. He's waiting for Venman to help him. Lost it, but Rousseau's there again to sweep it into the corner. Puck comes up the boards. Melby trying to pinch, but can't quite get there. The Sharks are coming back the other way. We got a one-on-one with Davenport. Shot is tipped up softly, and Declan's able to hold on to it. Well, last couple minutes have been the Jags' best shots at goals. Had a couple good opportunities, including one that we all witnessed from this corner trickle through the crease very slowly. On a great dangle move by Blake Yates, just couldn't finish it, putting the biscuit in the basket. Bates on a breakaway. Luka Bates shoots it into the goal and rips it past the goalie for a goal. I'm going to drink a water on every face-off so that you can pick up the fact that you don't know what's happening until they break into our living room. So Luka Bates off the face-off. I didn't see who passed it to him. It was a face-off scramble. I think that one's probably going to go as unassisted to Luka Bates for carrying it all the way through. Highland's 6 inches away from it being a tie game right now, 2-1, as the Sharks look to regroup at center ice. They're going to pass it across the ice. 3 minutes, 21 seconds left. Cohen King with another check on somebody, leaning on them with the body. Picked up here, Luka's got some speed. He's coming in off the side. He's going to rip a shot, blocker to side. Good look there. Nobody's pressing, but Skolnick is able to deflect the pass. King, they're trying to, but it's broken out of the zone by the Sharks. Gage Perkins does a great job poke checking and using his body. Gets it up to Skolnick. Skolnick has an opportunity for another break-in. Here comes Alex Skolnick. He's gonna, good hold by the goalie on the move. Pass to the center. Good job by Blake Yates to settle the puck. He's going to carry it deep. Looking for the backhand pass through, but good sticks by the Sharks defense. Gage is going to get it. He's going to shoot it on net. Blocked it, turned aside. Perkins gets it again. Passes up to Colt Williams. Colt's going to shoot it from the point. Good, steered away in the corner there. Pressure behind the net by multiple Jags. Send it up and out, but Gage can't hold it in the zone. They're going to have to regroup, and he's getting knocked off the puck. Here comes a breakaway back for the Sharks. And there's no signal for a goal or anything. I didn't see what happened. Did Declan make an amazing save, or what happened here?
No, they scored. The linesman signaled the goal.
It'd be helpful if the refs would actually signal what's happening on the ice for some of us with bad eyes. It looks like it's a goal for the Sharks. They're going to go up 3-1 with 2 minutes left in the second. Good poke check by Hayden Rousseau coming in. He's going to have a attempt at a shot. Carries it around, passes to the middle. It's chipped up. Good goalie stick. That goalie's got a pretty good poke check. He's done it a few times. Puck is sent in and deep. The Sharks are going to get there first. Davenport blocks the pass from the center, using his body to wall off the Shark. He's got 2 Sharks on him. They call that a school, I'm told. Chips it up and out. That's going to be an icing call. Back to trying to get back to some serious call here. We got Rousseau, Yates, and Bates. Easy for me to say. Out there with Perkins and Colt Williams. 3-1 with 1:20 left in the second. Advantage to the Sharks. Face-off is won back to the Sharks. The point shot comes through, hits Rousseau. We know Rousseau's made of like stone, so he's good. Chips it up and out. That's not going to be an icing. Venman's going to get there first, but he doesn't have any help. Drags it back to the middle, tries to shoot it. Can't quite get there, but Blake Yates is going to get it. Sends it up to the point. Passed back to him by Perkins. Tries to drag it through the feet, can't. Gage cleans it up again. Get up, Blake, get up. You're good, get up. Some good body contact here in your living room. No calls. And then looks like some good body contact down there on the other corner. Steps around Colt Williams into the corner. Rousseau's there to help. Pass comes all the way up to the point. Shot's going to be wide. Colt Williams knees it to the far side. Here comes 20 seconds left. Rousseau passes it up to Venman. Venman's trying to get to it. Held into the zone there by Rousseau. We got people changing dangerously along that wall. Pass comes back to the Sharks. They're going to regroup and send it wide where they have an open player. 2 seconds here. Keep that shot wide, and that'll end the second period. Button, Melby, and Ethan Davenport on defense. Face-off is one forward, but not able to hold on to the possession. Sent up to the Sharks in the neutral zone. Luca toe drags one, loses it along the wall for the second. Sent deep. Davenport's going to be chasing. He's going to...
Take middle!
Good job to intercept the pass there as he and Melby teamed up well together. Pass up to Skolnick for the breakout. That looked like an attempted pass by Skolnick. Hit the skates. Melby coming across to help. Good steer there by Declan and a great stick lift by Melby to keep the danger off. Here comes Luca Bates. He's going to pass it through the middle. Hits Skolnick and sent to the corner. Pass comes out. Melby's got it at the top of the point. He's going to throw it on net. Kicked to the corner. His dad said that needed a little more mustard, but we're good. Skolnick passes it. It's rattled around and picked up by the Sharks. Perkins with another great hold on the blue line. He's going to steer it into the corner and gets a penalty that's going to be called on the Sharks for a slash. So great job by Perkins to charge hard, draw the penalty, hang on to possession, and get an opportunity in the offensive end.
Thanks for recycling.
We got 14-year U team cheering us on. Although not as enthusiastic, but they're 14, so it's kind of expected. All right, face-off is won by the Sharks. Chipped around Davenport. Perkins has got a 2-on-1. Shot there, Declan keeps it out. Cohen King steers it to the corner. Davenport's coming to the corner, chips it up to Yates. Here comes Yates, gets it out of the zone. Gets it past another defender, but can't get it past the third. Exiting pass hits a Sharks player on the bench and is knocked down. So that is not allowed. And they're going to put it deep into the Sharks zone for an offensive zone face-off.
Are you talking about Mark Askin right there? If Mike had him on?
No. Comes the refs. They're looking, I think, for mouthpieces, being good detectives, or as we talked about last night, there's a really good word for that. In reference to Holly King, we called her a gumshoe last night, and so they're flushing out if there's any non-mouthpiece wearers out there. That's different than mouth breathers. We have some of those too. Colt Williams holds it in the zone. Yates is going to throw it towards the net. Good stick kick away. Cohen King pestering there and is able to help keep it in the zone. Venman loses control of it, but he's fighting, regains it. Scramble for the puck, lots of sticks. Blake Yates is going to try to get there along the boards, passes it up to Williams. He's going to try to go back to him, but there's a Shark there for the interception. Perkins, dude, I'm calling Perkins the Hoover because he's like a street sweeper. He cleans up everything. Good job by Perkins to clear it out. Cohen King gets it up to Venman. Venman has some speed if he can get rolling.
Come on, Devil.
He's going to try to dangle through the whole Sharks team because the rest of the Jags are changing. Turnover there. Here comes the Sharks back into the zone. Perkins loses it, cuts through, and Declan. Declan does a great job of poke checking and steering it away with a hard cut to the net. They're going to call Gage Perkins the just aforementioned sweeper for a trip, I believe. That's a questionable one according to Mr. Mike Melby to my left. I'm not sure about that. We'd have to go to our Canadian rules expert on that one.
Was it a penalty or not, Kevin?
Canadian rules expert Kevin also says that it is not a penalty, so that we're going to chalk that up into the bad call department. Here comes Skolnick on the draw. Rousseau wins it forward. They go D to D, but Skolnick is going to get there first. He chips it around one. He's trying to body the little shark. Baby shark, do. Skolnick tries to knock him off of it. And the Sharks regain it on the power play, and they're charging hard. Colt Williams is going to swing and a miss. And that is a Sharks goal on the penalty kill. Colt Williams got caught a little out of position swinging for the puck, which created an odd man rush right in front of the net. So 8:57 left in the third. That's going to make it 4-1, although the game has been much closer than the score has indicated. Blake Yates with a hard charge, gets a shot on net. Good save by the goalie there. Held in by Perkins. Perkins is going to pass a pass. Can't get it through there. The Sharks pick it up. Pass there is offsides, but the ref says that they were onsides. It's going to be played with the high stick by the Sharks, and it's going to go all the way down to the other end. Zone face-off. Yates wins it back to Colt. Colt sweeps it to the corner. Cohen King trying to put pressure on the Sharks D. Good deflection there by Blades. Shot there is deflected in front. Scramble for the puck. Rousseau misses the net, sends it around the boards. Here come the Sharks back the other way. Luca Bates with a good help and creates an offsides with a good coverage there for the defense. So good job by Luca Bates. All right, here comes Skolnick, Venman, and Jeffers with Melby and Davenport on defense. Face off in the neutral zone. Skolnick just passes it to the Sharks team off the draw. They are holding it outside the zone, come back D to D. Here comes the Sharks. Skolnick knocks two off the puck with a good body there and stays on sides this time, so good work there. Davenport gets poked around again. Melby's back to retrieve the puck. He's got both hands on his stick for now. Passes it up the boards. Jeffers trying to get there to interrupt it. Good move by Melby to the middle of the ice. Good job to send it wide. Venman should be able to try to chase this down. Walled off from it by the Sharks. Here comes a big shark. That's a mama shark. Or no, that's not a baby shark. That's a big. I did baby shark earlier. That's not a baby shark though. That's a teenage shark. All right. So shot on net is covered by the goalie. Apologies if we're a little punchy on the broadcast. Skolnick on the draw. He wins it back to Gage Perkins. Gage goes D to D onto a covered Colt Williams. But it's held in the zone. Skolnick has it. He's going to steal it around one, steal it around two, shoots it over the net. That might have hit the crossbar. It's hard to see from way down here. Our rules expert said yes, so I'm going to go with the crossbar. Skolnick's battling for it. It's in the corner. Sharks retain it. Grab it in the corner. They reverse back to where all the pressure came from. Send it up over the boards. Colt Williams knocks a kid down on the blue. He's laying on him. Perkins, the sweeper, is going to make sure that the attack stops right there. Colt Williams back into position. Sends it up and out. Skolnick's not going to win that race, and the Sharks pick up the puck behind the net. Reverses. Good body by Skolnick to challenge. Picked up by the Sharks, then lost there. Jeffers has it, brings it out front. And mad scramble, Jeffers takes down 3 Sharks, catches the whole school there. But here they come the other way. Perkins caught a little flat-footed. Here comes the Sharks. Good job by Gage Perkins with a good stick. Puck's in his skates. Gage is going to get called for a hook there. That was a hook, according to our rules expert and me. Mike Melby doesn't like it, but that was a hook.
Just annoying when they catch it.
I think it was more body than a hook.
I think that's a good play by Perkins to eliminate a dangerous scoring opportunity. They called holding, hooking.
I think
What?
caressing,
Yep.
you could call it caressing.
He touched his forearm. In some languages, that's offensive. So Perkins out there. We need one more jag. One more. Hey. Davenport knocks one off the puck. We finally get a 4th player out there. We were playing 5-on-3 just for the challenge. And Yates has it. Melby slap passes it up to Blake. Blake can't clear the zone. Davenport needs to step up.
Come on, Melby.
Trying to clear the zone. Sharks good stick by Declan to get it out. They're going to send it around the boards. Davenport clears it up, but not out. Get back to the middle, Davenport.
Attaboy.
Davenport uses his body to keep the shot off of him. Cohen can't clear the zone there. We got just 20 seconds left on the power play. Davenport chooses the wrong side, but the shot goes off the post. Dude, we can't clear the puck. Okay, Blake finally gets it. He's got a little bit of a breakaway. 1-on-1, gets around the Shark, but the good poke check by that Shark. Pass comes through, but nobody there because they're on the penalty kill. Penalty is now over. Gage Perkins is back out. Colt Williams, he holds it in the zone, tries to get it deep. Cohen King and Colt Williams working together, but it's poked up and passed. Here comes the Sharks. Hayden Rousseau is going to be back to help out. Lifts it up off the body of the Shark. Blake Yates chips it forward. Picked up there by the Sharks. Sent deep. Cole Williams is going to pick it up with some room to skate. Decides to pass it to a faster Blake, which is a good idea. Blake goes around 3, gets to the net.
Oh.
And no goal there. I think the goalie was able to get that leg out at the very end to block the backhand.
Pull the puck out of the net.
They're saying no goal. We don't know what the call is here.
Looked like a goal from this end.
From down here, it definitely looked like it crossed the goal line.
170 feet away. It was a goal.
All right, so Skolnick is out there with, looks like Bates and Jeffers. Face-off is 1 to Perkins, off of Perkins. Colt Williams holds his ground, gets it back to Luca. Luca's got some energy in those legs after a goal earlier in the contest. Reverses course, loses it there, but Colt Williams can't hold it in the zone. Now it's going to be a race for it. He defaults to Skolnick, who passes it up, but not out. Caught up in the Sharks' feet. Shot there, bounces to a Sharks player, but Skolnick with a good block. He's going to use his body, chips it through, another one. Good play there by Skolnick, but he can't hang on to the puck. Here it comes back in. Here comes body contact. That was exactly what I was anticipating there. That's going to be another penalty on Colt Williams. 24 left. Colt goes out for another penalty. Davenport tries to clear the zone. Can't get it past the D at the point. Declan steers it to the corner. Davenport with a good stick and a good body, riding him off the puck. Gives Skolnick an opportunity to pick it up. Skolnick's going to carry the puck with Luca Bates. He's going to clear the zone and look up for a pass. No. Chips it around another Shark. Shoots it from an impossible angle. And it's picked up by the Sharks coming back the other way. Luca Bates is helping back on D. Good back check by Bates. Bates is able to hold him up at the line. Davenport passes it back to him, and the Sharks pick it up in the corner. Davenport with the poke check there, steers it out, and then everybody stares and watches the puck as the Shark shoots it on net, knocked down in front. Melby picks it up. He's looking for a pass out of the zone, passes it to the Sharks. Now they have a guy open in front, but good deflection that keeps it out. Melby's battling with somebody in front. They let him walk in, and Declan makes an incredible save on a point-blank, rocket-hard shot. Good job by Declan St. John bailing out that penalty kill unit there. 1 second left on the penalty. They're finally going to change. Here comes Yates, Venman, and Jeffers are coming out with one defenseman, Perkins, because they're going to send Colt right back into battle. Wins the faceoff back. Good toe drag. The Sharks. Good job by the sweeper. Gage Perkins clears it out. Pass across the ice. Oh, Declan St. John can't keep it out of the net completely. So good scramble there by the Jags, but the Sharks were schooling or swarming or whatever Sharks do, and they score. So
They smelled blood.
there was blood in the water, as they say. All right, so I know we're having a little fun here. It's been a tough period for the Jags. 5-1 Sharks. 2 minutes and 12 seconds left. See if we can keep it clean the rest of the way here. Blake wins the face ball back to Colt. Colt turns it over to the Sharks. Perkins, the sweeper, slew foot and steals the puck. There's a good steal by Perkins. Passes it up the boards to Jeffers. Jeffers turns it over to and picked up by Venman missed it. I thought Venman had it. Here comes the Sharks up the side. Good job by Colt Williams with the poke check and a little bit of body. Just a little bit is okay. Venman's looking to get around the Shark. And we have another offsides for someone who wasn't paying attention and skated over the blue line before the puck. All right, here comes the next reset. 1:40 left. We got Colt Williams, Perkins out there still on defense. King, Rousseau, and Bates on offense. Face off, kind of scramble in the neutral zone. Sharks are going to get it and bring it in. Perkins can't get the toe drag. Kid goes wide with the puck. Shot there. Declan steals the post and knocks it away. Here comes Rousseau back the other way. Pat tries to pass it through. Good interception there by the defenseman who steps up. Cohen King kicks it out of the zone, and we're going to get an offsides call there. So Melby and Davenport are going to step in to probably wrap up the game last minute and 11 seconds. Still have the Bates, Rousseau, and King line out there on offense. Face-off is one to Luca, who shoots it to the middle of the ice. Sharks are looking for a pass. They pass it there along the boards. Chips it around Davenport, but Davenport is able to knock him clean to let Melby get the puck. Melby turns it over in front, scramble for it. Luca is able to pick it up and runs into his own player there. Shot there. Declan can't hold it, but he's able to scramble. Loose! And I will say there was some good hustle by Cohen King. Some good hustle by Cohen King to lay out and keep that keep that clean and keep that puck out. The nice save. Apparently we got 2 penalties on the same scramble in front of the net. One of them was my son, and he's innocent.
The other was mine, and he's not.
Colton was definitely not innocent, according to his dad. As we joke, it's 5-on-3 to wrap up this last 12 seconds. Don't worry, the sweeper's back deep, so nothing's getting through with these school of Sharks. Here they come at him. They chip it through. Declan's going to cover it. And the sweeper makes the save.